Alright, so welcome guys. I just made a short video. I saw it in my folder. I made it like about 3 months ago. Basically, the strategy I use. So it's been really profitable traders, and you can just try it out and see how it goes for you. If you can get some useful nips, you can add to your own trading and all. So okay, this is the basic strategy I use right now to trade, and you can see it comprises of different moving averages. The first one, that's the one on your normal charting windows. Let me just show you the settings. Okay, so this one is going to be on your normal chart windows. The first one is 5. There's a color 5 exponential average. Next 13 red exponential moving average. The last one 50 maybe below exponential moving average. Now you open RSI window, then under the window you're going to put moving averages. For your RSI setting, for parameter you put period 1, so that it's going to like become a straight line at the bottom. Then you put in levels different levels. So to add levels, just click on add here, then type in the number you say, type in, then here put in the name. So let me delete that one. Okay, so different levels of 95 overbought, 94, 93, then 70 strong sell, 55 take profits, 54, 53, 10 strong buy, 5, 4, 3 oversold. So with this you're done with the setting. Then you put in the moving averages. So once you're done with setting, you start inserting moving averages in your indicator windows. So I have moving average 5, good color, everything is exponential. 8, just the colors don't really matter, but I use the same color just for. I have 13 navy blue, 21 and 200. What I observe that 200 is not actually necessary, but just add it. So once you're done with the settings, your chart should look like this. You can expand this. Alright, so now what I look for in the market, you can see that once I move the price to previous data, you can see the indicator chart is changing. So you know it's not like consistent with the, like it's not going to be, how will I put it, once you zoom out now, you see that the chart has changed. You cannot just say it's not fixed here. So in order to get the accurate reading of this chart, okay, in order to get an accurate reading of this chart, you need to like be looking at the recent price data. So it needs to, is this data at this point that is actually valid, not when you've moved it, because what this is doing now is taking like into consideration what has happened from this point all through to this point. But once you've moved it, the price will change. So just keep an eye on it. You can see. Okay, let me give you an instance. Okay, so just, you see this point here, if I move from this point, from this place down to this area, you will see that it's going to go down, because this is the point I'm talking about. Just look at it. You can see that it went down because of the previous price data. So in order to avoid that, you need to just take what is actually happening at this point. So this is for when you're back testing. So what do I look for in markets? Once the moving averages cross this line and at least touch this strong sell and breaks above, I look for only sell signals. Then when it's below here, I look for only buy signals. So it's like overbought and oversold, but not really. So when do I enter a trade? You can see these two lines here. The yellow is closer to the price than the red. So I only enter for a sell once I see the red is below the 50 moving average, which is the 30 moving average has crossed the 50 moving average. So I would have entered at this point. What would I keep my stop loss? My stop loss would be at this previous high. So the previous high point before the break, that's where my stop loss would be. So this would have been 100 pips, but we trade based on percentage, so it's not going to affect us. So 100 pips. Then profit target 5 times the risk, but we are going to exit this trade once we get a cross in the other direction from this 13 moving average. So that's a buy signal. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, now for the zoom ratio, I only zoom in twice. When it's completely zoomed out, you just zoom in twice. Sorry, 1, 2, yeah, because each box here represents a day, so it takes consideration of 24 days. A bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days of price action in the 1 hour time frame to give you this data you're seeing here. So you just need to fix it at that point to get the same reading. So for a buy signal, wait for price to come below and wait for the cross. You can see there was a cross here, and we would have bought at this candle close. Stop loss here, profit target 5 times the stop loss, that's 5%, but I will only exit the trade once price has moved 1% in our direction. So this is 88 pips. 1% will be like at this point 88. So this is 1%. Then once price close back below once you get a cross of the 13 over the 50, we'll close out the trade. So we'll have closed out the trade around this point here for a 91 or 92 pip profit. This is just a 1:1.1 or so. You can see that if there was a signal to close around there and we closed, would have missed this move. So that's why you need to wait for the price to move in your direction 1% before you look to close it. And it's not like it's always going to work. We can see at this point here though a loss happened. Let's take it there. See price is below and it gave you a signal, the red cross the 50, to go for a buy, but see what happened shortly after. That's why you need to put your stop loss to protect you. So that's just it. I want you to like test it, back test it. Coming, just take your time and back test it. Go to daily time frame. One more thing, this system works for just you need to trade it for the 7 major pairs, which is the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD, AUD USD, NZD USD. Just these pairs, these 7 pairs. Put it in it and you wait for signals. But for your text and back testing, you seem to test it for this Okay, so this is the spreadsheet I used to like record my testing. You can see the win rate is calculated here, then the dates. You can edit this, change it to whatever name you want to. This is the date of the trades. Then okay, once I get a signal, I will fill it in the date the trade closed, not the date it opened. So the date the trade closed, I'll write it, the date and the percentage, whether it was 1%, -1%, I'll write it here. If I get on that trade, same thing. Then I'll move it to profits. I'll add all the trades, the returns, and write it here. Then wins, you can see you lost this trade, I wrote it, one loss, won this one, I wrote 1 year. So that's what you just do. Make sure you write the pair in case you want to cross check, in case there's any error, or you just want to cross check and in a later date. So that's how you do it. And once you're done, it will just compile everything for you, your total, your profit, the amount of profitable trades, amount of loss, then to give you the total trade. So with that, it will calculate, it show you on a monthly basis, because I did my testing for a year. So on a monthly basis, what you're expecting, you can see this was the month, this was the year 2019. I back tested it throughout. You can see January would have been more profitable, but the trades here was from the last year, I didn't consider them. But then you can see January, February, March, April was not so good, May was not so good, June perfect, July, August same thing, was not so good, September it's not too bad, then all the way to December. At the end of the year, we got 166% return. So this 166 now, I want you to divide it by 12, then multiply. If you can use compound interest to calculate what you will be expecting. Like when you use compounding, it's going to go up to like 250% return in a year when you compound it. But then that aside, you can see the win rate is over 58%. Then when you start trading, you see that your win ratio is 1:3. So this is the back testing result I got for the year 2019. So you can do the same thing to see if your results will tally with mine. Then I did for 2018, 2017 also. So this is what you get when you risk 1% of your account. So imagine if in a month you get 20 trades, say 21 trades, 23 trades, that range, and you're risking 2% of your account. So your losses cannot, even though you pass, your losses more than your wins, it's not going to be by much, it's just going to average out. So you see that this system is actually secure, but it takes discipline to trade it. Alright, so this brings us to the end of this video. If you had value to you in any form, you could support the channel by liking and subscribing. Till next time, may the peeps be with you.